Matt Tinkle here, Vic Riv State Livestock Manager with Simon Quilty from
Global Agri Trends.
Global Agri Trends. Welcome, Simon, and thank you for your time. We're on the doorstep of spring, I guess. Keen to just hear a little bit from just a bigger picture of what you see in the livestock markets as we roll into the spring.
Yeah, I think so much of this depends on the weather, and our experts are saying we're moving into a dry period, and it's all about El Nino and the movement of that hot water sea surface temperature into the dateline, which in October should start to see some very dramatic dry effects. So we could see an early turn-off of cattle, an early turn-off of sheep or some of the lambs that may run, and as a result, will they get a chance? If it gets too hot and too dry too quickly, will they be finished properly? So I think one of the challenges is to ensure that a lot of farmers have enough feed around them, Matt, because this could be a troubling period, not just for spring, but into summer and into next year. The big question is how big a run? I mean, we've had a pretty good damn run so far in terms of kill. How much more is there likely to come forward? Unfortunately, I think there's still more in the system. So I think there are challenges. I'd like to say that prices are going to go sideways more than down, but if we continue to have capacity problems at abattoirs, there could be a little bit of downside.
Great insight. Thanks, Simon. And I guess all eyes are probably on the US and have been. A lot of media commentary around that. And that's particularly driving the beef price at the moment. But just from your analytics, where's the US at now from a liquidation point of view, seasonal conditions?
Yeah, great question, Matt. So once again, back to the experts, but they're telling us that there's at least 2 months of liquidation to occur, probably until about September, October. But once the rain comes, it's going to be turned on pretty fast, which will see a pretty dramatic turnaround. The magical figure, so at the moment, the average weekly kill in America is 644,000 head per week. We need that average to drop to 610 per week and lower before we see a dramatic turnaround in prices, which will lift Australian prices as well as US prices. I can't see that happening till the first quarter of next year at least, where it slips below just simply because rebuild goes into a hyper state. So to me, that's the next challenge, is seeing that tightening of supply, which in turn tightens offerings into Japan, Korea, China, which in turn drives Australian prices higher, not only for America, but for Japan, Korea and China.
No, thanks for that, Simon. And it certainly sounds like there's some significant upside coming in the cattle space, but certainly on what you're saying in the short term, and very driven by seasonal factors, that good, clear, concise, quick decisions in the industry from an agricultural point of view will be very beneficial over the next 6 to 12 months, both in selling breeding stock or grabbing some trading opportunities. Would you agree with that?
Totally, yeah. No. The next, it's about the holding pattern for pretty well this year and most of next year. And I think we're going to come out of this, at the end of next year in the final quarter. But just to put things in perspective, today we are seeing cattle prices in America at record levels. And it's very similar to 2012. In 2012, it was the start of the rebuild, and cattle prices went another 33% higher. So even though it's drought and there's still record levels today, I believe that we've at least got another 33% upside over the next 3 years. And right now, US cattle prices are almost double Australian. They're trading at 85% premium over us. So I'm telling you now, we will catch them and we will get above 1,200 cents. 600 cents per kilo live weight. So, Matt, I'm truly believing and strongly that come 2026-27, we will have prices double than what they are today.
Fantastic, great positive note to finish on in the current environment, Simon, and really appreciate your insights. And for those that want to hear more from Simon, they can find you on
Global Agri Trends,
That-
www.
Thanks, Simon. Thanks for your time.
Cheers. Thanks, Matt.